You know, earlier I talked about Moses' injury. He had a thumb injury, and it made him lose confidence in his shot. And that made him have to struggle to get his points. He seems to have it back now, though.
Yeah, but I think you would rather
guard quickness has been a big factor. Here's Richardson trying to flash diagonally. Bryan with him from the weak side. Moses Malone trying to go Bobby Jones backdoor. Look at Malone. Big money.
And the Knicks, who had an 11-game turnaround from last season to make the playoffs this time. Ivoroni Malone. Malone over Webster. Moses Malone, 27 points.
This one to you. Malone, tough shot.
McAdoo is to go inside in driving situations, not necessarily to Moses.
Malone is guarded by Landsberger, who caused him problems in game one. The basket will count and a foul on Landsberger.
make that a 6-point lead. Moses Malone.
Barkley will put it in play for Philadelphia. Malone back in, replacing Clement Johnson. Hey, Malone.
Some and rebounds some. He doesn't force anything.
Malone takes Parrish outside. Well, there's the switch.
What Rockets going to have to do if they're going to beat this team now. In the Phoenix series, Kansas City was particularly effective on the offensive board. They didn't shoot that well, but they got so many shots.
Jones tried to swoop down the lane. Cheeks.
Go. Malone outside with a big basket. Malone has 27.
Biggest lead of the game, 20 points, 42-22. Might remember that game they lost on Saturday. They trailed early in that one by 17.
On that play, only to be denied and have a basket scored with 2 seconds left in the 24-second clock.
6 points for Lacey, 4-point lead now for Kansas City. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Malone again. Malone with 20.
Moses. It's a one-pointer.
Malone, incidentally, 7 boards in the first half. Gilmore, 10. Two of the best in the middle in the game, and there's Moses Malone taking Gilmore out a little bit with an open shot on the right side. He's got 10 points in it.
Is guarding Fultz, and Oberdink is on Malone. So the only switches have been on the Rockets' part defensively. Moses Malone.
3 points, and then Malone would shoulder the bird, and you'd say, well, that's going to be a scoop. That's the way it's happened.
Well, both Julius and Andrew Toney have been more effective at the layoff. I would think because they've had the shot.
Bobby Jones will be coming in for Philadelphia momentarily. 7 on the shot clock. Moses Malone.
Played in Italy, was signed by New Jersey this year after the Bucks sent him over there, and then sent down here as a player to be named in exchange for Stan Albeck, the coach that defected in winter.
Victors, they had to get started just like the players did on the floor. Here is Moses Malone. Let's see if he can get involved early. That's the way to do it.
Very well at the outset. Good shooting percentages. We have 4:29 left to play in the first quarter. A 3-point lead for Washington as Moses Malone at 6'11".
It's always a hot contest when you get these two clubs together. They played twice last year. They split. Bobby Jones. Tony. There's Malone. No Malone.
But the other people are the one that hurt you. You really got to try and keep those people down also. You don't want them to have confidence.
There's Malone still looking for the bucket.
Or Clinton. Sixers really executing, especially at the defensive end. Here's Moses from outside. Nothing but net there.
Bobby Jones out on top. He hasn't been 100%. We'll tell you more about that. Malone gets the roll and the leading scorer.
7 seconds on the shot clock as Malone from 17 feet comes up this game.
A 4-point lead for the Kansas City Kings. You look at the shooting statistics. Rockets 60%, still down by 4 as we start the final 12 minutes. Malone hits again.
Philadelphia rolling a little bit now with an 11-point lead. 6:20 to go, and Malone. It looks like they're hitting that well. Philadelphia, however, 65%. They are shooting well. Andrew Toney guarded by Grunfeld. Tough assignment for Grunfeld. Trying to slough off on Moses Malone, who's doing a lot of his work from outside.
76ers up by 9. Bullets haven't been able to get anything going shooting-wise. Malone with the fake on Rowland puts the shot down.
Well, they had the good hands, quick hands by Johnny Moore to knock that one away. Gilmore gotten beat again on the baseline by Malone. Malone, tough shot, line drive.
Boy, he was overacting a little bit, and in Los Angeles, you didn't get overacting. You don't get anything for that.
No trophy for him. Malone, so far, has spent this early game outside, double team, but scores over Kareem nonetheless. They
double up on Malone. Cheeks back in, replacing Tony. Tony's 1 for 7, by the way. Philly down to 7 on the shot clock. Malone, well, about an 18-19 footer.
10 on the clock. Malone. Moses Malone with 12.
71-62. Here's Malone. Played by Harvey. Backdoor, look at this. Is he quick?
That was a great play, Eddie, for a big man. Tremendous quickness and control. Wow.
That's a change of direction move that you work on in the play.
And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Now has scored 8 in a row. And we're 10-10 at this stage. 27-18. We start the second quarter of play. The Lakers with the lead. Murphy into Moses Malone. Jim Jones, number 9, is checked in, playing defensively on Moses, and Moses takes him inside, and he has a chance for a three-point play. Well, so much for letting him not go.
Malone double teamed outside, goes to the hoop, and it drops for him. 12 points for Moses Malone. King and Irving, the familiar matchup. Cartwright and Malone, who has scored only 4 points, and now you can make it 6.
23 to play, 5-point ball game. Lanier on Malone, way out on top. Watch Malone try and give it up, take it to the hoop. Look at the quickness for the big guy. Boy, he's something, John. I'm telling you, he's showing a lot tonight that you don't normally see when he just stays inside.
Has 4 fouls, so the 2 starting power forwards have 4 personal fouls apiece. Malone uses his body and gets the point. So Moses Malone for Philly.
Occasionally having to go long minutes. Good move by Moses. Long minutes with the back.
For the Sixers, that he might wrap it up after this season is over, huh?
I think he's going to think about it, and there's a good chance. Malone with a terrific baseline move against Robert Parrish. 3 minutes to play, leading by 7. Malone going in, the basket counts and a foul, and he is relentless. He is not to be stopped. And he is determined.
That's why you look in the first quarter and you see his toes and you say, well, maybe he's not off to a good start. Well, he's the slow accelerator, you might say. But you know that in the long run, he's going to be out in front of the race by the time he gets defensively.
This is a smart Philadelphia team. Malone finding the year. They expect more points from him, too. Ewing went after the ball, and Malone goes in and scores.
Ball game in the backcourt. Julius has moved forward. Bobby Jones has gone to the bench for Matt Gukas, so that's the adjustment he has started off with. The shot clock is at 7, and Moses takes it home.
Mike Newland will be coming in for the Rockets. Here's Malone.
Boy, he powered that one. Duck that shoulder
against McAdoo, trying to take advantage of his problem. And there's that man, Clint Richardson.
Moses knocked it loose.
Malone inside.
He knocked it. The offensive got to do is take that shot occasionally to make him play the defense, play him honest.
Calvin Murphy getting ready to come in for Houston. Willoughby having a little trouble with the ball. 5 minutes left in this third period.
Are lighting them up, and the battle of Texas has been one-sided. The Rockets have not put a dent in the Alamo. Moses rolls one in.
Leading by 2. Cartwright has 7 points in the ballgame. Defending Malone. Basket counts and a foul. That was a terrific play by Moses Malone. You want to talk about fall away? That was fall away and fall down.
Fall away and get pushed down. Now here's the, they're going to get the contact here, the bump. Now, see, at this point, Moses has the initiative. In other words, the bumping, one guy gets... When you're trying to do something with it before you get control of it.
Moses with the spin move as he almost lost his mouthpiece, but he got the basket.
Because of Malone. He just keeps on scrambling. frustrated. Now he comes up with a shot and he put it down. Just looking for Silas, Bristow, Holtz, Keenan, and Gale, and Malone.
The lead has changed hands 19 times. We've been tied 7. There's 7 on the shot clock. Moses takes it home. He's been doing everything tonight for this Philadelphia ball club. 3:45 to play. Quick move, Malone. Count it.
4 or 5 minutes to find out what's going to happen.
Dunleavy off to Henderson. Moses Malone, a big power.
3 seconds off.
Moses to the free throw line. Foul against Donaldson.
And just before we got back, Larry Bird buried an 18-footer for his 28th and 29th points of the night. Malone on a stop. But the Celtics are still up by 20.
And the Lakers defense, as I said, is feeding off their offense. Now they play much better defense when they get the running game going.
Moses Malone is fouled. And if it's on Kareem, and apparently...
Philadelphia 64%, 7 for 11. Moses with that power move inside. 3 blue shirts there, but it didn't matter.
What Moses did that time, he used...
Shot clock is down to 9. Moses with the muscle move. Just muscled Kareem out of the way that time.
Trolling outside. 5-point Houston lead, 72-67, 2:40 to go. Inside they go to Moses Malone. Moses Malone has had Kareem's number in resounding fashion.
Only played 14 minutes in game 2. Reaching in is Chris Ford. Moses Malone, there's that hook.
Basically a non-existent. They're last in the league in offense. Moses Malone again inside. And he's taking...
Of 10 guys working that hard at it, and this is pretty much what we've seen so far.
The alley-oop to Malone. And he loops in 2.
Quickness of Tony, but Tony against Boston has been relatively silent because his best games have been against the Celtics.
Well, he picks up an assist.
Malone. Those hash marks. Don't challenge these officials. They're always going to win the battle. Here's Malone.
Oh.
And no foul.
L-U-C-K.
Rips it down off to Calvin Murphy. Second team foul. Boy, they have some foul difficulty.
Phil Kinnear with 19 points has not been that productive in the second half. Only 4 points. Moses Malone, he can jump to the moon, and he ties the game.
8 points with 2 minutes to play in the first period now. 8-point lead for Milwaukee. Moses Malone has not scored yet. And forget about that. Malone with his first points.
For many years. Well, Julius won some championships there in New York. So here's Malone falling and firing and sticking the jumper. Moses is ready to go tonight.
Emerge more and more.
He's done it every game. He has 6 in this game. Moses Malone.
Moses battles inside with McHale. Look at the battling in the right part of your screen. Earl Strom right there calling nothing. Moses with a very difficult shot.
Team, Chicago lead. Little triangle there, and they get it to Malone. The jumper's good.
For Ewing. Malone and Ewing collide. And Malone comes through.
Julius against Cooper. Moving outside is Malone. 8 on the shot clock. Big basket for Moses Malone.
Marvin Webster on the tip after Sly Williams missed.
And a lot of coaches go to the traffic thing just to change the tempo rather than to try to steal the ball.
The ball back for sure. Provided there are no offensive rebounds. They isolate Malone. He makes the quick move, and he makes the big basket to tie it with 24 seconds.
That is that offensively you know what you're doing, and you can control the pain by not putting the kind of strain on you don't want to put on. But defensively, you have to react, and sometimes you...
Malone again inside.
Even, and that may happen. Here is Moses Malone. Parrish reaching in on him. Moses
Off the rim, but if Magic starts to post Henderson up, you're going to see Del Harris go to the bench.
I don't think you see too much of that.
Malone, turnaround. So keep him honest with that outside foul.
Now Tony will see what he could do at this end of the court. Playing with a 4 foul. Cedric Maxwell watches him. Malone. Line drive by Moses Malone.
And Walker and Wilkins. He got 12 from Sparrow. Malone.
Not made 2-3 passes, just getting the ball up to the hoop when they find the open spot on the court.
Unsells leads all rebounders with 8 in the game. Again, they go to Moses Malone, and again, he makes it happen. 12
This is a different Murray Chicks this year.
Sure is.
He has matured so much.
Malone goes up, whistle, basket will count, and a foul.
Well, that's the reason why Harold Cats were scouted, because they've been aiming at each other for the whole year. They've been really looking at each other. And this is a shot with Moses.
2.5 minutes to go, first period. Clint Richardson, who's been shooting well in the playoffs. Get it low to Malone. Malone gets the basket. 5
Bird now quickly has 8. 76ers by 1. We've got 3:15 to go here in the second period, and Malone scores his 18th point of the game.
Lakers leading early against Portland.
And he's a classic example, Dick, of the fact that you do not have to be fast to play against fast players. You have to have a certain amount of quickness, but most of all, you have to. He's using his knowledge.
They try to double team
that, you big guys.
Charlie's got 4, 23-22 Philadelphia. Clement Johnson, great addition here. Inside to Malone, challenged by Harvey Catchings. Well, Malone is taking it to the rack now.
Tony was at 50%. Andrew guarded by Jamal Wilkes. Cheeks gets it in low. That's the strategy. No secret.
Tucker's on Cheeks. Philadelphia looking to open it up some more here. Malone against Cartwright.
They think it's a mismatch because Magic is trying to guard Malone.
He takes advantage of it. They found him. That's Ivoroni Irving up front. Malone away from the hoop. Muscles his way in. Foul. Who's it on?
The intensity in this game has been here right from Jump Street. Malone wheeling in. You can just keep
small, you know, when a group is small in there, Brent, if you keep taking jumpers and missing, you're not going to get the second shot.
Jump hook by Malone.
First lead of the ball game. Winding down to 2.5 to go in the first two periods. Malone takes matters into his own hands.
In the first game as well.
Richardson at the other end for Philly. Now Mo Cheeks. They get it low to Malone.
They've had words. Barkley loses the handle. The fans want a double dribbling. Malone inside strong.
With nearly half of it gone by. 91-86, Philadelphia. Just the first of a best of 7 on CBS. Malone will get the whole title for their fine fans in Philadelphia.
Although they're being out-rebounded, the 76ers defense have kept them in.
Wow, Sampson at Virginia. Inside to Malone. Moses Malone. Point string by Philadelphia. And Bill, you talked about the 2 runs that they have made in this third period. One early and one late. Moses Malone drives in. 85-80.
Lanier to retirement. Marcus Johnson in that trade.
What a battle between Malone and Lister that time.
He's looking to run.
Should Henderson be shooting from out there?
Well, he shoots enough just to keep him honest. And so that's what he does. He very rarely takes a bad shot because he knows what he can do and what he can't do. So he very rarely takes a bad shot.
And Moses Malone knows what he can do.
And the crowd urging on the Bucks. Malone. Basket counts and a foul. Moses Malone, not to be denied, went up there and said, I don't care what you got around me, I'm going in.
That is a good example of great strength because here's where he gets hit. Right there, he's holding the ball. He still has the strength to get that shot up there, and he gets a good bounce.
By 1, their biggest lead was 3 in this period. Creighton gets it low to Malone. Good basket and a foul.
And the sellout crowd trying to become the 6th man, as Moses Malone says, forget it, fellas.
49-45. Cheeks quarter court against Watley.
Malone. Whoa, did he make a move?
Good strong move by Malone right to the
13, and the Sixers, who scored the first basket of the game, can retake the lead here. We've had 3 lead changes. Malone inside, no basket. No basket. Will be
Malone with a tough hook over Kareem. You noticed he didn't put it on the floor.
Longer, and they're doing some different things.
Mike Dunleavy is doing a heck of a job out there.
Different Laker team, Bill.
No, the only thing you have to worry about is starting out a little too quick and getting mostly high and then running out of gas.
Philadelphia has none. We have 9:45 to play in the first quarter. 6-4 Philly. Cheeks kicking it inside to Malone. Big Moses to the hoop.
We're going to have to show him something from outside. 4:34 remaining in the third quarter. Double team on Moses, but he gets through it. 21
from second half. 7-point lead for Los Angeles, who has to win tonight to keep the playoffs going for themselves. And Moses Malone scores. And Bill, how many
Lister's out on Ivoroni. Marcus Johnson on Bobby Jones. And there's that man Malone. It'll count in the
doesn't feel that he can't produce offense, and they give him double team attention. He's going to hit 3 people.
Malone. 2 team fouls on the Boston Celtics inside 5 minutes left in this third period. Here's Malone against Roby.
To the top of the key, and Irving looking underneath, wanted to backdoor Moses, but Corzine done a job on him. Moves in, and that will be a foul from behind. Is it going to be Corzine or Jordan?
As he left his feet, Mike Nolan was right in his path, and he changed directions in the air. A circus shot by Tom Henderson.
We're down to 28 seconds. Moses Malone having a lot of trouble getting a shot. Gets one up now. Cup check.
Timing off.
But again, they had the difficult time with the long passes. Malone, time against Malone. And for the Celtics, 17 for Malone. Reed into Moses. Moses again.
The Bulls have broken it and gone in front. Right now it's 14-12 Bulls over Sixers. Moses, look left, fades right, comes in, no. And a whistle right under that.
Always tough, roughing it out. Just a special feature about Darryl Garrison tomorrow night at halftime of our first game, Indiana at Dallas. We had mic'd Darryl for one of his ball games. Interesting feature. Moses Malone. I wanted that one, says Moses.
Well, he made an excellent play, and he spins.
29 in the 3-game series before today.
Moses fourth shot. And 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Richardson, Bobby Jones. Moses faked it. Now going to take it on Corzine. Fakes, jumps, and got it. And Malone has 23. He pulled all his moves he had on that move, didn't he?
3-point lead for Philadelphia. Remember Bannister last year in the LA game? He wanted to take it to Kareem. Give me the ball, I can take it to Kareem. Malone works in for a pair.
6 now on the clock. Redmond is on Tony. Malone.
Complaining, he's still up off the bench. Moses with that power inside.
Houston comes back very methodically and chips away at it. Up it comes to Malone. On Jim Jones. He's fouled and that'll count. Moses really working on Jim Jones. It's a candidate for his 7th time this year.
Now, what he's doing in the second half is the same thing that he did the first half. He set the pace. Offensively, control the game.
Magic Johnson missing that free throw. Moses Malone. And Malone now.
And Harris, the coaches. 9 seconds. You watch the clock. It's 112-111 Lakers. This could be Houston's big chance. Malone inside. Triple team. He gets the bucket. With 1 second to go. 1 second.
Bring the ball up just a little quicker. They're not walking up there running it up a little bit.
Malone with double team action.
I don't think Moses practices that one too often. Boston
Boston hasn't had it yet. Moses Malone. Off to Billy Fultz. Fultz to Tom Henderson. 7 seconds on the shot. Malone.
That's the fourth. The Celtics at the limit. Malone muscling in for two.
Quick pass.
Against Philly without Bird and without Cheeks. Last year, if you recall, or without Irving and Cheeks. Last year, Bird and Tiny went down as Malone just barrels in. And if you recall...
I think that, yes, we can attest to that. Strictly, Brad. Level out to Calvin Murphy. Moses Malone.
And now they're under 40. Malone.
The Rockets can get within two with a bucket here. Swing it back around and look for Murphy, who looks for Malone. He's got Moses. He takes it in on Overding for two. Moses Malone with a power move.
Boston with a 16-point lead. Malone, Bird Parrish. Malone muscling through, gets the hoop.
How's that?
Tony, while he sits on the bench, is hooked up electrically to a stimulator, which is supposed to be stimulating the blood flow to the thigh area. Look at Malone. They've got to do something with Malone right now, John, because he is starting to move out, and they're going to get Lister back in the ballgame.
Well, that was a fantastic play by Malone. Very fine play. Now look at the Bucks double up. It's good. He can't come to the middle. They want him to turn baseline, and I'm sure if Harvey could take it back, the thing he would not do is leave the floor.
Rebound, Philly, and now have a fairly dominant lead on the boards in the game. Clint Richardson lobbing into Malone. Backdoor. How does he do it? How does he do it?
Oh, my gosh.
That is a huge human being, and Philly again leads by 5.
Now, what more can you ask out of Lanier? He plays the good defense, forces him into a fadeaway tough shot.
Game of 11 points. Philadelphia led by 6, and now the Celtics are up by 5 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first period. An impossible shot by Moses Malone, blind.
I mean, when does a big guy this size make a move like this? There's no place to go. They've got him pinned underneath, and he just finds enough sky.
They made early, but he's playing some significant minutes in the second half. And surprisingly enough, that was Nixon's first basket of the second half. Here's Moses Malone. Oh, is he having to work? What a shot that was. Jones thought he pushed off on the ball. Let's watch Moses again on this play. He just jumps right back into Jones. Once he gets this, Jones battling, give him a little shove right there. Now Moses just goes up. Jones stands there, and he just jumps right back into Jim. No foul on it.
What is followed by Moses Malone.
Take that.
Final nice pass by Level. That was some pass to Moses Malone. Level with the good bounce pass. Malone held off Parrish who tried to front him from the other side.
Stop him when he gets in that tight. Malone, there's Parrish, and he couldn't intercept.
And there are the stats thus far. 53. The Rockets much better than they've been shooting the series.
To urge on the Bucks in what could be the final 12 minutes of their season, or maybe a chance to extend it. Malone from Tony and Moses Malone. They
the rebound. Lister lost it. Franklin Edwards took it away. 9-point Philly lead with 9:10 to play. There's Malone.
Malone and Rambis are doing a little do-si-do your partner, trying to get position inside. There they go to Malone inside. Malone, 8 points and 2 rebounds.
Moses, the kind of, you're out there, you're pushing one guy. Now, when they get the pass in there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys around him.
8 seconds on the shot clock. 6-point lead for Philadelphia. Malone gets inside. Basket counts and a foul. And they've always been those Darryl Dawkins, but they added number 2 here in the red.
Yeah, and he just takes it now. When he gets fouled, he makes it anyway because he's so strong. But they found out that he's...
Malone in the middle. Bobby Jones and Clement Johnson up front. For Boston, ML Carr, number 30, watching Tony. Floats it into Malone. 2 men on him, and he beats both. Bird.
On paper, it doesn't do him any good. So they're a good ball club because they're doing this. They're working hard defensively. They pass the ball great.
Points in the first quarter. Reed looking inside for Malone. Got it inside where he likes it. He puts it up for the dunk shot. Power move by Moses Malone now.
2-minute mark. Rockets don't want to commit a lot of fouls or commit a lot of turnovers, and so far they haven't. That one drops for Moses Malone.
Left side's Malone. Malone comes up.
Oberding stays with him.
Reed. See, Reed is a much more disciplined player.
And of course, that change coming when Reed moved out to the guards.
He's been a sensational player for them in the playoffs. Ivaroni, played by Bridgman. Tony, played by Paul Pressey. Inside they go. Look at how they're trying to handle. There's Malone in that little turnaround. That's the one we talked about.
You mean like your dress tonight? Is that similar? Here's Moses. Oh, what a wall away that was. He shot that coming down.
Earl Strom caught him.
Moses Malone cuts the Boston lead to 3.
Shot clock again ticking down to 7. Malone had it knocked away by Ames. And a very difficult shot indeed by Moses Malone.
Nice pass off that side on the cut inside. Robert Reed got caught with his head turned, had no idea the play was coming. You must see the ball in your man.
Moses Malone ties it up. You mentioned Lacey. What a pass.
It was Grunfeld's fault. He should have gone closer to the man screening Lacey.
Grunfeld committing his first foul on Malone.
Malone, McHale with the job of guarding Malone. He's got 12 now. Cuts the Celtics lead.
Still with a 1-point lead. 80 to 79. 5:49 left in the game. Malone backing in on Lacey and a foul. That basket will count. And a chance for a 3-point play. Lacey committing a personal foul.
Here we see the big play again, and who's the man? Moses Malone. Takes Sam Lacey, maneuvers one-on-one with him, goes up for the shot. Now, I don't know where Sam fouled him on that particular play right now.
That was Day knocking the ball out of Irving's hands. Barkley. Moses Malone trying to body up on Rulon, goes with the turnaround and gets his first basket.
Moses Malone. It's been a marvelously played ball game on behalf of both teams. Malone with 26 points.
They're trying to double team him.
Out of that 7-game series with Phoenix.
One thing he didn't realize, when he caught that ball, he could have turned and gone right to the basket. Murphy was nowhere near him. He had an open shot.
Moses Malone against Lacey, and Lacey playing pretty good defense.
Philly with Cheeks, Tony, Malone, Irving, and Bobby Jones. Celtics, Ainge, Johnson, Malone on the turnaround. Ainge, Johnson, McHale, Bird.
The official saw his arm on his back and called the foul.
That Levy off to Moses Malone, Lacey on him, and Moses Malone the other one. 8.5 minutes to go. And second quarter of play, 31-27. Kansas City with the lead. Reed to Moses Malone. Malone working hard as he always does. Lacey committing a personal foul. Here's Henderson to Malone, and Malone hits. And it's 38-30.
2:30 to go, first half. Moses.
Pushing it up, and the set offense of Philadelphia much better integrated when it goes into guys like this. Malone gives the Tony, going to slip it inside of Moses Malone. McHale really gets on the shooting hand, but doesn't have the muscle really to keep Moses out of it. The Sixers have more speed perhaps than Boston, but Boston will come at you more often, even after made shots.
They've got the power game. Of course, everyone but this man, Moses Malone. So Malone and Irving have 8.
Sedale again looking for Moses posted. They dump it to him just off the box, low left side. Turnaround jumpers. Good again.
They could change that shot.
Yep.
Mr. Irving.
Moses, the fall away again. Bang again. Well, I'll tell you. Now they set up. Moses just off the box, left side, turnaround jumper, sticks it out.
Because they're going to go inside as much as possible. The thing you want to get is the high percentage shot, and they have a lot of confidence in Moses, and that's why.
Philadelphia.
And that always cuts down the effectiveness. And the guys that are more successful in playoffs are the ones that can score, although this defense is stacked against them.
Jones, better offense by Marcus Johnson.
49-47. You've got the best against the best. Some of the best offense against some of the best defense in the NBA. Jones and Marcus. Mo Malone.
Defense to offense, and Flint decides to set something up. 1:44 on the clock, first period.
One of the things I've noticed, the Knicks do not have great floor speed, but they get back defensively very, very well.
7:35 remaining, fourth period. Baseline shot by Malone, who's got 19 and 17 rebounds.
Now here's Moses here. There's a double team. Too late.
What a game he has played off the bench for Philadelphia today. Next foul for the Lakers will put him in the penalty. And Malone has given remaining in the third.
Well, Bill Russell said this game's so important to the Knicks for next year. Malone over Cartwright.
So Allen Level is the point guard, and Elvin Hayes will come back in. Rotating guards, rotating forwards, as Malone hits from outside.
Agreed, he really hasn't gotten untracked in this game after that fast start in game one. Malone, you can hear Del Harris yelling on the tips.
4 points in a hurry. Game, but not 2 back-to-back, and now he's trying to do it 3 in a row. Malone.
Position of Kupchak, while Mitch has gotten off to a slow start in this game, you see Wilkes open a little bit more than usual. Muscling the Lakers to within a point with just over 1 minute remaining in the third quarter here at the Forum, and that wakes up the crowd. Perimeter, swinging the ball, loop it to Malone. 4-man on Moses Malone, and he scores anyway.
Well, most teams, when they have trouble scoring, they try to go inside so they can get the shot or at least a free throw. With Milwaukee, they want to get the outside shot.
Moses Malone fires up the shot, and there was a loud...
Mars Chiefs came up with another sound defensive play.
And Malone comes up with another baseline jumper. So Moses Malone.
Too late for that one.
11-2 spurt to put him in front. And Milwaukee hasn't tasted the lead since. Less than 2 minutes. Malone. A big basket for Philadelphia. A big one indeed. And the bench, this was a big basket by Moses Malone, Bill. A very big one.
He works and he gets that position. And this is a tough shot, and he got the good bounce too. 2, 3.
80 and 8:24. There's Malone's alone. They'll give it this one.
Billy Paul stumbled when he came. There's the old slicker drop pass down to Malone. There's where Paul's went right by him. It's a moment ago. And so is Alvarone.
Waiting for 2 men to heat up in this game. Sidney Moncrief, who's 0 for 6 from the field. Moses Malone, who now has 11 points and 6 rebounds.
To score more, for example, to shoot more, to be more offensive in terms of just shooting.
And Billy. Bobby Jones pass into Moses Malone. He hasn't shot that well so far. Number 17.
And normally the Philadelphia defense, they like to make the guy shoot the outside shot, but with Norm Nixon, they don't want to do that.
Malone inside. Malone cutting around.
Moses takes it home.
They tried to do more and make it happen.
In behind Malone.
Sixers are doing so badly at the free throw.
Excellent job of spreading the floor and passing the ball.
And Moses.
Trouble. McHale coming out to defend against Barkley. Inside Malone. Forget it. Good pass from Tony to Malone.
Sure, Rockets, they just swarmed Kareem, made him take the jumper. Calvin Murphy, the Rockets would like to cut it even closer now. Back door, Malone. Look out.
And they battle back all year long. 15 points for King. He's 7 of 7 for the free throw line. That's going to be a foul on
11. Andrew Toney has 7 points. Good defense by the Knicks, but Malone was there.
In the corner, Calvin Garrett, and almost made a bad pass because Wilkes was anticipating the pass. Dunleavy, good one inside to Moses Malone, but
Into Malone low on the turn against Fultz.
There's that move offensively. A fake right, turn back to his left, then softly put the shot up.
As a return to the other end of the floor. That last foul going on Rick Roby, his second. 32 all. Malone. A touch shot. 13, 2:19 to go in this first period. Moses Malone, Roby on him. Broken up. Malone comes away with it. Anderson, who had 9 assists in that game. He had only 2 points. But what a role he played. Moses Malone inside.
Malone has done an outstanding job of keeping them outside.
2 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Henderson with Nixon on him. Calvin Murphy. Cooper, the outstanding defensive player he is staying with him. Moses Malone. Boy, that's one of those power moves. In game number 3, then came back to score those 28 points in game 4. Reed to Malone. At basket, Willie Pulse. Out to Mike Dunleavy. Chris Ford jumping out on him. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Philadelphia plays for the final shot. The Celtics are leading 30-25.
Edwards has not had much playing time, about 200 or 300 minutes, but he can shoot it. Second year.
Richardson in low to Malone.
Our executive producer, Bill Franks. He's done a great job all year. In fact, all of our folks at Channel 18. Been a lot of fun.
Houston getting the rebound every time Boston gets one shot. They're into their game.
And this is their game.
Julius popped in the nose as you see him trying to correct that problem as Moses Malone with the double clutch move inside will go to the free
Aside from Moses, Magic Johnson is probably the best pure rebounder in this game.
Inside to Malone. Sheer strength, and it's
too hard. He forced that one a little bit. He's not comfortable yet, is he? Treat to Cheeks. Doctor in under to Moses and flipped it and fouled. Bucket. I am alone.
Boss just absolutely carried the ball, and neither official saw it. One was blocked out, the other one had his head turned, and Malone scores down the other end, and the Sixers are getting every... For Julius, he's got that size advantage over Tucker, and they go for the trap.
Great by Bobby Jones. Good pass.
Well, that's good ball movement in the park.
And they're going to jump now. Clement Johnson and Cartwright. Moses Malone has 15 rebounds in the game. Look at him pull his way in, and a foul.
The doctor waits for things to get set, finds the man he needs inside, and the lead changes back to Philadelphia's favor by 1.
Before they make one. But maybe once again. Malone barreling in.
No doubt about his stature in the minds of players around the league.
Everyone knows. Clock inside of 10. Malone draws a lot of traffic. Cheeks. That's Jones. Barkley to Malone. Malone to the basket. 18 from there.
On the floor is Sly Williams shaken up. It's a 5-on-4 now. Bobby Jones to Malone. Malone pumps. Basket counts by Malone. And
that ankle, they hope to have him back and have him closer to peak form by Friday night.
Herzog, second team All-NBA. Nice pass. That will count. Goaltending.
Yeah, players like that. There's some players when it gets down that last quarter.
There's it down. Before. And on the shot clock, Malone. Red hot. First half. It's a backup center. Malone with a rare jump.
Tied at 6. Oh, Moses with a great individual effort on a little scoop shot.
Two very physical players playing the backcourt, and that was just...
Malone on the pick and roll. Comes right back.
Winners on Andrew. Lanier picks up Malone on a switch. And Moses got free on a pick and roll. And his foul going in. And
Barkley, who's on the bench with 5. Tony picked up by Parrish. Malone against Ray Williams. Will go to the line. He saw the miss.
Moses Malone. That basket will count. Malone now with 21 points.
Philadelphia running their offense. Inside to Barkley. Spriggs is on him. Good pass to Malone when Kareem came over.
10 points. Houston by 1. Willoughby away from Larry Bird. Up to Malone. Look at that shot.
Maurice Cheeks, number 10, in the backcourt, along with Andrew Toney, 22. Toney has the ball now. Moses Malone, number 2, is the center. Ivaroni, 8. Irving, 6, the centers. And Moses Malone.
And controls the defensive board, as is usually one.
You guys have been right a couple of times in this series.
6-point lead. Toney going to the hoop, and behind Malone. Basket counts and a foul on the floor.
Regular season, Marcus Johnson shot 74%. Boy, they're trying to set everything up for Toney early. Look at the pass. Wow.
4:18 showing on the clock. Third period. Into Julius. Back to Cheeks. Back to Malone. Well executed. He has been a tiger off the boards for Milwaukee today. And easily his best performance in the series. Malone's basket counts, and Lister made a foul.
Malone drives in. Malone off the bench, taking over here in the second after a nice rest. He has 12 points.
Good defense, McHale. That's the doctor. To Malone.
The offensive points today, a big game. They need a big game, but he must get on the foul line.
Barkley dishes to Malone, and they've hit 5 straight field goal attempts.
Nice hand.
Barkley. Richardson gets it back for the Sixers.
Moses. To Malone. Tony and Malone on a 2-man game on the left side of the floor.
5 on the shot clock.
Moses.
Under a minute. Cheeks will put it up. Cheeks won't get it. Bobby Jones got it in there to Moses. Oh, he muscled it.
Done a nice job passing the ball off this year.
Corzine with his 3rd foul, and you look over on the far side that Tony going to make a move in the lane, dishes off to Moses, made it look easy.
Barrow on Cheeks, who has only 2 points in the game. Malone left uncovered. Ewing
To Philadelphia, 7 minutes to go in the half. Cheeks. Clock, Parrish. Barkley to Moses, watch out.
Good move by Moses.
It was. I thought he had a dunk, but Parrish recovered.
Well, they can get any more intense. 98-93, 4:11 to go. Reed out to Calvin Murphy. Murphy tries to get it to Malone and does. And Malone puts it away.
And they always have a guy named Moses. That doesn't work. 12 on the shot clock. Bobby Jones to Moses Malone. Gets the basket and a big one with 35 seconds remaining.
Emotion in this game, and it's certainly been true. Kansas City has come out here with a 23-12 lead. They're backed up, trailing 3 games to 1. Willoughby to Malone. That's worked pretty well. A couple of penetrating moves.
That's it, Truck Robinson in Atlanta. The trap is working right now for the Knicks, who are down by 6, 40-34, with 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. And Malone.
So far this game, what the Mavericks have done, good play by Julius. What the Mavericks have done
from the field, the Knicks have made it up after they were down by 15 points. And the 76ers with the final shot here. Franklin Edwards drives into Malone, and Moses Malone in.
Set by the call as they inbound Ivoroni to Irving. Tony backdoor, shovel it off, and that's Malone. Malone has had a problem holding onto the ball here early.
Irving. Just away, Malone controls. Wild shot by Malone at the 24-second clock. What are you going to do with that?
Yeah, that's happened a lot early in the game. Malone stuffs it through. The Laker, Henderson, Dunleavy, Malone. They weren't that right.
3-on inside break situations as Paul knocks one in for the Rockets. Boy, that was a tough play by Billy Paul. Henderson with a steal to Malone.
That's that production. Irving knocking it out of Bird's hands from behind. The Sixers on the break. Jones to Malone through the middle. All right, on the floor right now for Philadelphia as they cut
Milwaukee with Malone getting the rebound. Milwaukee's going to have to start hitting that perimeter shot. They're down by 4 with 3.5 to go. 4th period. No basket. Kareem knocked away by Cheeks and a steal. Cheeks will use up the clock. No, Malone. And that may do it.
Calling on Reggie Johnson now. Ivoroni another rebound. 3-on-1. Malone is up there. The Sixers have taken over.
The Sixers 4 against 2. Cheeks to Malone. Takes it home.
Free throw shooter coming in. So now Richardson, 6th-year man out of Seattle, and Moses
has won 5 of 6 games they played on the road in the playoffs so far. Here comes Dunleavy. Reed, Lambert, nice pass.
The weak side, and that's something he's doing better than he's ever done before.
Take it home, Moses.
Sixers. Well, 3 against 4. Bobby Jones with the block. Cheeks keeps it alive, and now it's the Sixers' turn. 4 against 1, and Moses takes it home. 22 for Malone.
Close to goaltending, but nothing called. Great steal by Reed. He gets it back into Paul's. Fast break. Moses Malone has a dunk shot at the other end for 2. Tremendous defense by Reed.
Deflected by Paul's, taken down by Henderson, and at the other end is Malone. Moses Malone. And Malone has 28.
Gerald Henderson will be up with another steal, all by himself, Malone. Left in the game, steal by Malone. Malone's going to take it himself. The basket will count, and a foul.
Just isn't happening. Just is not happening. And knocked down hard on the play is one of the officials, and I believe he is hurt, Daryl Garrettson. As he comes on time. Bob, good moves and blocked from behind. Dr. J had 3 men on Lanier. Up they come Cheeks. Here's Irving.
All right, Eddie, in that situation, you can see the way they're coming to the ball inside. They've done it throughout the series. The only thing I want to say on that, when 4 men come to 1, people have to be open.
Timeout, 71-62 Phillies.
Nixon trying to take Murphy inside. Tough shot. Out it comes to Calvin Murphy. Moses Malone is there. Malone.
Caldwell Jones poked away. Here comes Malone running. Jordan trying to track him down, and Moses beat him.
Rebound, Allen Level and Houston running more than they'd like to run, and certainly Del Harris, but a tremendous shot by Malone with incredible spin.
Missed by Bristow. Barry's got it down as the rebound comes out far. Oh, to Malone. What a pass by Rick.
That's a great pass. Went into the air.
2 seconds on the shot clock, and here comes Larry Bird. Intercepted by Level. Allen Level. Bird is back. Moses Malone. And Malone is fouled. The
Lister again. Philly can cut it to 4. And they do. Moses Malone got it.
Norman loses it to Cheeks. Here's Mo. I meant Mo Cheeks, but it was Mo Malone. He averaged 5 during the regular year, and another turnover. Good defensive play by Clint Richardson. Jones, Malone. It counts.
Pick and roll. Clement Johnson. 4 against 2 for Philly. Moses is open.
Rotated, just picked off that pass, easy as pie. Here they come again, 2-on-1.
Walker is very tough inside for a guard. Malone with basket hanging at the other end and gets an easy 2.
That was a longer shot than Patrick wanted. One of the things about playing good center.
Lacey gets it out to Bertrand. Level. Moses Malone, and we're all even. 50-50.
8 seconds on the shot clock and a turnover.
And Murray's Cheeks knocked the ball loose.
He's always around, like the shadow. Moses Malone.
Position. Moses Malone, rebound Bird, and now the Celtics can tie it up, but then it's thrown away. Moses Malone had to work hard. Still can't get the ball to drop. Here he goes again, and he still can't. Malone pushes it in. Moses Malone now with 6.
It sounds like a broken record. Cheeks driving in. Malone. Another offensive rebound. Another one. Look at that. What do you do about that?
Well, Kareem was never in a position.
Without the ball pretty well right now. Now they go to Malone. Double him up. Immediately they double him. Follows his own missed shot. There it is. Offensive rebound. They had 22 offensive rebounds on Sunday.
Leaves it for Cheeks. Malone. Offensive rebound. Malone. And he finally draws the foul.
Willie Cunningham out signaling the play. His jersey's retired. It's up in the rafters. Moses, no! How can a guy that big miss one from 1.5 feet and then make an impossible shot?
Moses Malone is probably the most physical, aggressive guy in the game that's continually on the ball.
Sunday, that's not to say they can't here tonight. They've been counted out so often. Reed against Ford now. Ford 3 inches shorter.
Good interception.
Look at Malone. Malone working the ball.
That is continuing to learn the game, and I think Edwards the same thing. He's a player that is still learning a lot about his game and professional basketball. Malone makes the move on Roby, stays right with it. Vintage Moses Malone.
5 remaining. Malone. Determined on his second effort, tips in his own miss.
And then turned it around and got them back in it. And now it's a tie ball game with 8:23 to play in the fourth period.
Malone slips back in the ball game, and they're going to try and take advantage of the fact that he is quicker and stronger than McNamara. Immediately they get the ball.
Open shots is off. Tony and Malone, those are two players you should focus on. Oh, beautiful. Malone scraps for it back. The fire in the eyes of Moses Malone. He needed that.
McHale could out-quick Moses, and Moses a little strong. Now Malone works as hard as anybody does in low.
Philadelphia has a 4-on-2. There's Moses. Finally gets the
half, a 10-point lead for Dallas. Good pass, Bobby Jones to Moses. He can't get it to go the first time, and the second time he takes it home.
He's always among the leaders in that category. However, you've got the #1 rebounder always right there, Mo Malone, averaging over 15 boards a game. Look at that move. Backdoor, quick for a big man. Does not quite come far enough under and gets it back and puts it in. Moses Malone.
He tried the quick drive, got around Gilmore, missed his shot, caught it, turned around and banged it.
Go in the first period. The Doc. Good position inside by Malone.
Here's Moses. They got it to him, but all of a sudden Kareem was there, a block, and a foul. A basket will count. Well, they felt there should have been a walk on this play. Here's Moses making the move. Here he goes up for the shot. Now right there, he threw it up and caught it.
On rebound.
Now what they said, though, was the ball was tipped. Here he gets it back, and he picked up the
4 minutes to go. Double team Tony. Julius Erving. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Andrew Toney inside. Malone misses this time, but it follows up his own shot.
Bring the Lakers to within 3 with about a minute to go in the first quarter here. Billy Paultz has come in the game, replacing Elvin Hayes, and Alan Level is in at guard for Houston. Moses Malone, redoubtable on the offensive game.
The way they would like to have it go. As a result, they're leading.
Level. He gets a pass to Dunleavy.
That scratch on Billy Paultz's shoulder. He had a bruise earlier in the playoffs. And look at McHale and Paultz go after each other.
3.5 to play in the third. Cheeks working against Rory Sparrow. Into Julius against King. Figaro. Malone! Into the 2.
Well, what the Sixer defense did is they stunned it. They
maybe forced him to shoot the ball quickly, but Roberts had himself under control. Good move.
4-point lead. Look at that great move by Jones, and a follow by Mo Malone, the #1 offensive.
3-point try by Tony, and Malone is there for the rebound. For a while. Good rotation defensively by the Lakers. Barkley drives in, misses, and Moses tips it in, and here come the Sixers. Tony takes it past Scott, shoots over Magic, and tips in by Malone.
Maxwell, Houston with the basketball and with a 5-0 lead. Dunleavy up to Moses Malone. Malone averaging over 28 points in the series. Last time 13. He had 12 points in an earlier playoff series and has had as many as 42. There's Malone.
Early in the game like he did in game 2, and they're going inside to him. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3, Reed, and Malone.
Eddie, did you notice that again? Malone again prevented Lanier from turning to the jump shot, but allowed him to hook.
Malone with the offensive rebound over the back of Bob Lanier.
First half. Sixers try to make it 3-0 in game.
With a screen from Bobby Jones, Clint Richardson misses, but Malone tips it in over Abdul.
Those teams match up so very well all the way down the line. Very similar in a lot of ways. Could be a great one.
There's your last option on every play. Moses Malone.
Eric. I tell you one thing, he's really old, though. Calvin called him Mr. Russell in that interview.
I saw that.
Stolen by Calvin Murphy. Calvin Murphy. He's got to be well rested after sitting on the bench the entire Sunday. Robert Reed, Malone.
And fits the other way. Tony, a 4-on-2. Has Edwards as he slides in and turns out.
Backdoor in a crowd, forcing some tough shots now. Philadelphia's defense is tight when they've had to. Deflected, but Jones picks it up. And Philly.
As Boston had a 7-point lead in the first period, and now with a 7-point advantage, Henderson, Malone.
Yeah. Doc, a little pump fake, and now fires over Woolridge on the rim. It wouldn't drop, but Moses tips it in.
Showing trap here. The Bulls are trying to pick up the tempo and show trap.
Doc floats in, finger roll. Nope, but the tap in by Moses.
Nothing. They're finding the open man, these Lakers.
Chiefs going in against Abdul-Jabbar, and Malone is there for the follow.
The sixth assist for Larry Bird. Tip back in by Malone.
No basket. 84-70. Bill Willoughby.
Nice soft touch, good play by Bertrand. He moved well on his ankle.
Ford committing his first personal foul. Calvin Murphy, Moses Malone follows.
And 2 missed free throws, and that'll stay at 10. And look at the quickness. Cheeks. Moses Malone, the last option on every
Blue is hurt. Nixon is hurt. Julius Malone, the offensive rebound. And that's what he does best. In the last 2 games, they had good leads midway through the second period, but the Sixers closed the gap and came on strong in the second half.
Reed has 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bobby Joe puts it up. Won't go. Malone keeps it alive. He's going to take it inside for 2. Moses Malone kept it alive. Inside to Malone. Knocked away. Willoughby has it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Murphy puts it up. It won't go down. Malone with a rebound. Puts it up for 2. Moses Malone with a big offensive rebound and a big
Lakers would rather beat them than anyone. And so they came in expecting the Lakers to play especially tough tonight.
Elvin Hayes, short with the turnaround, but he's got Moses Malone. You know, he was tired of the double and triple teaming he had.
It's really the first major important diving competition since the Olympics.
And with the skiing championship, Bill Russell will talk about that to know what the tempo should be at the right moment. Robert Reed. Reed still not shooting all that well. Malone is there. The Boston Celtics, no backcourt. But Levy, this crowd is really alive right now. Moses Malone brings it down. He got it in despite a partial.
Back to Malone. Ivoroni with his 4th offensive rebound. And Milwaukee can't get a handle on the ball, and Moses Malone burns him, and that hurts. Playing strong and coming back in this game. Julius Erving, and Tony gets the offensive rebound. Malone. That's the difference.
In terms of artistic success, Moses isn't the prettiest player to watch function out there unless you're a coach. And then
Easy shot. 3-pointer. No good from Tony. McHale loses it to Malone. And that was just pure hustle. That's what I mean by
rebound. John Lucas sees an opening out to Calvin Murphy. Malone's going to go right back up on Elvin Hayes, and Moses Malone.
Seconds coming back in. Here's Ivoroni. They stack on the left side. There's Clint Richardson wide open off a double stack, and he missed it. Malone, #1 rebound in the league the last 4 years in a row. And there's that little fall away we talked about.
Pretty much when he went in there, and he might have drawn some blood with that collision. It's still the Sixers by 1. Moses. He can hit from anywhere.
These 2 teams, as an end result, are here in the finals because they've been able to meet that. Out to Reed with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Malone has it. Malone horsing the boards.
Tony Richardson, Jones, Irving, and Malone for Philly. Buckner, Ainge, Parrish, Maxwell, and Bird for the Celtics. Irving to the hip. Misses the shot. Malone, that's what he does. Offensive rebound.
I think they made Moses mad.
Finds Tony. Quick passing Maurice Cheeks. Moses
Moses Malone gets the first offensive rebound for Philadelphia and follows it up with a basket. He has 11
the lead, first time, 29-28. Tony. Malone inside. Big money and foul by Junior Bridgman. Number 2 on
range. Those three can help you. Basket hanging the other side was Cheeks. No foul, but Malone gets the basket and the foul.
Calvin's meant a lot to Houston, but without Norm Nixon, as Bill just pointed out, they miss a fleet guard who can shoot. Malone on the offensive rebound, and he's powering in there to the tune of 34 points.
Defensive rebound pulls it off. We have 7:29 to play in the first half. It's 43-34. Malone fighting and getting the offensive rebound and getting the roll. I'll tell you one thing.
And he's a take-charge player. You can see that when he comes on the floor. Reed and Malone onto the offensive end. There is his great strength.
Oh, look at those big.
Dunleavy sends it back to Newland. Moses Malone with his 14th rebound.
Now with 4 points. That's a great tip in that time by Moses. Robert. 2. Billy Paul's off balance. There's Malone again. And Malone is...
Neither team was at full strength. Julius Erving missed 3. Bob Lanier was out for 4. Here's Julius baseline. Malone with the offensive rebound. Technical foul was on Lanier. Tony, baseline. Lanier trying to keep it alive. Wrong guy to keep it alive to. Basket counts and a foul. That's Malone, friend.
The Sixers kept the ball alive on the board. And then there's where he got hit right there. Marcus Johnson hit him just as he started up.
And the foul is on Marcus.
Passes up the shot and then tried to pass it inside and turn it over. Bobby Jones, what a pass. Clint Richardson missing. There's Malone. Boy, is he tough, isn't he?
The benefit early of the Milwaukee attempt to open up the game. Cheeks driving. Malone.
They try and go Ivoroni with a steal. Sixers trying to run right out of the blocks. Here they go. Cheeks. Philly on the rebound. Malone. 4-0. Cheeks will get one shot away, I'm sure. Malone. Last man. Traveling. It's all over.
Irving looking for Moses. Moses Malone, the offensive board. There he goes.
You may see a timeout by the Lakers if Philadelphia scores here. Ivoroni. Malone, forget this.
Obviously upset with the way the Philadelphia 76ers are running offensively in this game. Irving going to the boards, and Malone follows up. You know, Maurice.
He's big and he's strong, and he wants it. And he wasn't a great...
6-6, they just retook the lead before that basket by McAdoo. Clint Richardson. Malone with another offensive rebound.
He has hit that bone that causes the problem.
The man that came in for him is Allen Level. Billy Paul tries to get it up. Rebound Malone. He just forces it in. And it's back to...
Henderson. Moses tries to follow, and he's going to get away with it. No foul. Kareem.
Game as the Lakers have run off 6 in a row to bring this into a tie. Bobby Jones is short. Malone under the hoop. Seven points. Under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Julius misses the shot. The offensive rebound by Malone. The basket will count in a foul.
Edwards blasts the baseline. Reset of the 24 as Bobby Jones flies inside. Moses digs in. Almost broke the backboard with that shot.
That's what Malone does best. Against Wilkins, the rookie. Malone out of nowhere gets the rebound and the that Boston fast break. 8-5 Boston under 9 minutes to go first period. Bobby Jones. Malone.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he's played very well. Here's Calvin Murphy, that quick jumper. He's not hitting it well. Malone working hard as he always does. No one works harder in this game.
At 5 when Cheeks lets go. Malone with another rebound. And a basket. 30.
Now that's what really hurts when a guy does that to you.
Los Angeles leading by 12, but right here we've got a game. 9:50. It's 62-61 Philadelphia. Julius Erving misses. Malone gets the offensive rebound. His follow-up shot is good.
Tony will have to be aware that he's there.
Westfall short on the fall-away. Did not hit anything in the outlet from Malone to Bobby Jones. And he did it with his left hand, driving in from the Jones play before.
Yes, now here's the shot. It's an air ball. Moses realizes it's an air ball because good rebounders can tell. And now there's that long pass. Strength. Now watch the shot. There. See, he shot that ball left-handed. Going away.
He's short. Malone gets the outlet pass to Andrew Toney. And that's as easy as that.
That was a...
Buckner wasn't able to kiss it off the glass. Moses the outlet. Got Jones on the wing. Oh. Started that one from the foul.
On top, you've got Moore. Mitchell. His shooting has been off, and the 76ers. And immediately the outlet.
54-52 to score. Jamal Wilkes off the hands of Johnson. So the execution falters again for the Lakers. And on a 2-on-1, Toney puts it in. And now Philadelphia's...
I had to Watley. Watley, little stutter step move, and then forced it badly and missed it in the rebound. Moses gunned ahead to Cheeks in the run. Cheeks running hard to the hole.
Field, bad pass by Magic. Cheeks to the other side.
Three-point attempt by McAdoo. Malone, another rebound. With 33 seconds to play, Clint Richardson gives the Sixers 2 more.
Sort of blindsided.
Malone with Kareem inside. Hayes gets the bucket.
What they're doing when they set it up. Read your keys. Moncrief with 15. 54, 59. There's your back door. That's Toney. Beautiful.
6 rebounds for Moses Malone. Richardson looking for Moses. Good cut by Cheeks and a good pass by Malone.
And the Celtics lead it by 2. Malone leads in Toney.
Here's another one-on-one versus McCuskey. Beautiful whip action.
Shot especially, you're just feeling out just to you don't know what's going to happen.
Cheeks on a good cut to the basket. The fine
exchange.
Well, they, of course, like to run that setup offense, but they will run, give them the opportunity. Now Irving takes Blackman inside, and this time he's able to capture.
Pressure going down the stretch is a pretty strong move.
We'll see what the young player Moss can do. Good pass inside.
Chicago Bulls, but now Henderson controls. Lakers lost their last 2 preseason games in overtime, and a good backdoor play.
He had 11 points in game 1. He's really come in and given this team a spark.
What we talked about that the Rockets have to do. He was just trying to get into position.
Harris fouled out of the last game. He only played 14 minutes in game 2.
Milwaukee with the lead, 42-40, under 3 minutes to go, first half. A game Milwaukee needs desperately. They cannot afford to be down 3-0. Reggie Johnson, Malone moving out and passing in.
I can't imagine anyone liking to play against him.
No, but some centers will play better against Malone. Double team now by Grunfeld and Webster. Bobby Jones, very active without.
I think it's amazing, as great as Bird is, how often the game won't go to him, and he won't force it, and then suddenly he'll go get it and take it over. Almost a freeze frame right there.
Lucky a moment ago with his long pass. That time Robert Parrish taking it out. You want your big man to take it out, but for the short pass, Moses, good lay down to Cheeks.
Let's see whose big guys are really going to pay off in the second half.
Malone finds Cheeks. Cheeks finds the basket.
Sixers had a 10-point lead, trying to match their biggest lead right here. Bobby Jones, low to Malone. Webster, defensive-minded center, but look at that pass from Malone to Bobby Jones.
On the bench in crunch time, Bill. 3:20 to go in the ball game, and the doctor on the bench. Good cut, Jones.
Good move. Good pass by Moses.
All 3 of them. He had 41 points, a career high, just at the end of this regular season of play. Moses to Henderson.
And speed.
So Edmund Sherrod coming into the ball game. 6:10 to go. Nearly halfway through the second period, Malone double teamed, and wide open is Cheek. So the drop, Philadelphia finds it. All of the games these teams have played this year have been practically the same kind of score. Philadelphia hasn't scored more than 109 points. The Knicks haven't gotten 100. Cheeks on a give and go from Moses Malone.
Who knows? Might have gone in anyway. Dunleavy to Malone. Notice how they collapse around Malone, but they got to get out to the other guy fast. You can't leave a man unguarded.
Back to them. Inside. Malone sends it back to Murphy from the corner.
Period. Andrew Toney shooting over Moncrief. Burns off the bench. And now Don Nelson wants to see if he can go to more scoring. Double team Malone with 7 seconds on the shot clock. And Maurice Cheeks pops it. 22.
That was a good shot.
Yes, it was. 22 for Toney. Bridgman and Marcus Johnson 17 apiece. They're all over Malone. And Clint Richardson hits.
He jammed it. Trying to overplay Toney on the pass. Rambis is now on Malone. Rambis and Kareem is off the mark, and Toney.
Hurt yourself seriously. That's foolish, but he's just tough. He knows that what damage can be done.
Tie score. Andrew Toney breaks the tie. You've been in that spot with your team.
I didn't like it either.
Cheeks hits another big one. Pressure.
Second time. This time it's Cheeks.
Right? You can't pick a man that closely without him reacting. That should have been a foul on Cheeks.
Malone. Will he go at Paris with 3 fouls? Cheeks over Ames. Hit. Barkley's defensive play here. Inside to Malone. Double team. Bobby Jones open at the top.
The Sixers find themselves now trailing by 6. Shot clock inside of 10. There's the double on Malone. Maurice Cheeks.
That big guy want to leave.
In the series. Well, I guess it's only fair. Here's Falk to Henderson. Rudfeld has really been tough physically. Dunleavy, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Dunleavy. You can't leave him open. He'll hit like
Rockets do. Instead of when they try to feed him alone, is make the outside shot. Now they're going to have to make those.
Barkley. I think the Sixers ought to try to get Barkley into this game a little bit.
4 fouls on Rambis. Sedale 3.
Slow down situation. But with the arrival of health to both Phil Ford and Otis Birdsong, that may change. Here's Malone. Up to Henderson. Henderson after missing
and they'll make a trade down the road. These are important to these players who pick up a few minutes playing time right now. Malone runs it down. Flips it back to Calvin. Murphy throws it up right.
Well, Moses wanted him to pass the ball. That's why he doubled up. When that happens, the weak side has to help.
Murphy and Malone playing pitch and catch. Oh, Murphy with a great shot. Silas got it.
Everything funnels around him. So you know what makes him such an outstanding player.
3 points here in the second half. The Phillies had a strong third quarter. Bird on a nice feed to Henderson. And a foul.
No question about it. Is the pressure getting tighter on Philadelphia?
Charlie Chris starting the third period. Marcus will take these two right here. No, Malone.
Nixon and Clay Johnson. That's a 5 you never expected to see in this series. Landsberger with a fake. Blocked by Malone. And Clay Johnson has his shot blocked by Malone.
Minutes gone by. Nick Stockton and Bill Russell from the Foreman Inglewood. Rambis finds a room and Malone blocks the shot. Magic.
These great teams.
Blocked by Malone.
Come with the 76ers. Jordan dribbled dry. Tried to dunk and it's partially blocked by Moses.
Doesn't want to let him get off the outside shot. They've got 7 on the clock. Sparrow challenges the middle. Malone blocks it out of bounds.
So rookie against rookie that time, and Charles won the battle. Daly driving. That's rejected by Moses. His second
Score table now. Shot clock inside of 10 for Boston. DJ tried to pass it to McHale. Last touch by
A good shooter he is, and he has a very positive attitude. I'll tell you about a story about that L.A. game that he told me.
He had 48 points earlier this year against Denver, blocked by Moses McCain. 5:51 left to go, 96-89. This is playoff action. Kareem blocked by
Second period, Grunfeld. Up it comes to Lambert. Lambert had 16 points in their only win thus far in the series. That's goaltending.
Remaining in the third period. Westfall trying to post up Clint Richardson. Has the shot blocked by Malone. Still New York game with the ankle injury. The Knicks coming back trailing by 11 points here. Minute and a half going by. Sly Williams to Sparrow in the lane.
Billy Pulse is 1 for 6 the first half. Overton taking it inside the paint. Gervin trying to shoot it over Malone. Malone blocks it. Gets it back to Paul.
Magic Johnson outside. Yep. A power forward playing lead guard, and that's the story of the Lakers. And Kareem goes inside. And Moses Malone. 5-28. Larry Wright loops it down low. They're working the inside game now. Elvin Hayes getting a follow-up who is blocked by...
Give up, you get this far, you don't give up. They didn't make it this far by being a quitting team. Ford off to Roby. Roby, that left hand again, partially blocked.
One problem Charlie has when he comes down and gets in the crowd, he can't see the people he wants to pass to. That's the disadvantage that he has, but he's been so good in so many other areas. Malone with a block.
Malone has averaged over 26 points against Kareem and the Lakers. And there's a tremendous block inside by Malone.
Slows it up. No scoring in the first minute of this 5-minute overtime session. Alton Lister against Malone, challenges Malone. And it was blocked by Moses and saved by Moses.
Malone, I believe he's struggling tonight. He has 1 point and 3 fouls. Not anywhere close to what he had Sunday.
Johnson is open. Sixers double him quickly, don't they?
Right now they do when it goes inside to help protect Moses, but he got control of it.
And you blocked a shot like Lanier did and have the break. I guess again, in this kind of competition, you're expected to score. Lanier blocked by Malone.
Magic went down with injury last year. Landsberger rejected by
the biggest lead of this game, 29 points by the Boston Celtics. Now with a 77-55 lead, partially
the last 3 games against San Antonio. Into Dwight Jones. Malone.
Possession full court.
Magic gets it inside. 3 red shirts around, and it was here. He already has 4 points, more than he's averaged in this series. Into Kareem, low. Kareem's getting it in good position. Malone.
The Knicks have been under the gun. A lot of criticism here in New York about whether they should have traded him before the season even started.
Injury of some kind, and that should be a big concern to Philadelphia. Inside to Cartwright, blocked inside by Moses Malone.
Fortunate bounce to get the ball back. There are 11 seconds now as they try to set up, and they're not really in good position. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Swing the ball. Mitchell on Malone. Blocked by Malone. Big block by Malone. Tony 1-on-4.
Brings it all the way down as a guard.
Now it's a 15-point swing. Corzine, dotted line, everybody around him, and he tried to shoot.
Wes Matthews. Woolridge against Malone. Malone didn't buy the fake and dodge.
9 and 10 from the strike. Ewing. Blocked by Malone. On Cooper. 2 minutes to play in the first period. Houston was down by as many as 17 in this second half.
Putting a lot of energy out there. Galvin with 40 points. Inside to Corzine, working on Malone. Blocked by Malone. Great defense.
4-point lead by the 76ers matches their biggest lead of the game. Ruland and Malone in the middle, and Moses gets the
a few times, and the defense is coming before.
Brent Tucker, number 6, is in the ball game, replacing Rory Sparrow. Cartwright shot is blocked.
He was not going to play Bernard King anymore.
Foul was on Julius Erving, his second. Bernard King scored 11 points while he was in there. Cartwright's shot is blocked by Malone.
Bill Chenier shooting up the baseline against Lucas, and the rebound is taken down by Greavy at 6'5".
Trying to stay with Larry Bird. Malone keeps it in play. ML Carr tries to go up twice with it, and it's all.
I'll tell you, ML has always done that extremely well.
Partially blocked by Malone.
Malone has...
A 2-point lead. Kupchak with 6 points in the fourth quarter. Gets it down low to Hayes. Blocked by...
Larry Bird. The Celtics now 1 of 7 from the field. Maxwell blocked. Gerald Henderson trying to
gets it into Marcus Johnson. Double team by Malone and Bobby Jones. In the crowd. It is...
But they have to hit that outside shot because the way the Philadelphia defense set up, they give them the weak side outside shot.
Blocked by Malone.
Malone.
Ryan Marcus forcing deep, no rebound. Lanier. And clear. Look at Ivoroni cheating the other end, John. They're sending a man all the time inside. Block shot. And a jump ball.
11-20. 40 seconds going by. Good drive, baseline winners, but Moses Malone blocks.
They traded here for Freddie Carter.
May have. Second round pick. Not a good lob that time. Moncrief's got to go back and get it, and he has it blocked inside.
Later won a couple of championships with the Nets in New York. Ball pressing going in.
Yes, they can. If you over-adjust to a situation, then your team is out of their rhythm, too.
Built like a tank.
Here's Lambert on the baseline, rejected.
They take their time, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Wedman is scissored from behind by Reed. Lambert blocked by Malone.
Looking to tie it. Nearly 4 minutes remaining. Truck Robinson going to the hoop, blocked by Moses Malone. And a big game.
Murphy jumps out. Here's Wedman. That's Del Harris yelling for the trap.